Hey girl, hey! So this video is going to be a bit different. The beginning part of this video is supposed to be sponsored. However, I have yet to receive approval from the brand. So instead of leaving you guys high and dry without any video, I decided to take the beginning part out. I know it's a little shorter, and the remaking of the outfits is a big part that you guys love. Couldn't do it this week. I have to wait for approval. So hopefully we will have it done by next week. If not, I will be back to regularly scheduled programming. Not to mention, this week was long, you guys. So many things happened. It was a lot. And this video is just not as refined as it usually is. But we must go forth. So, like I said, I didn't want to leave you high and dry. And yeah. So this week was kind of all over the place. I saw Jasmine twice. I was outside a lot just because it was just beautiful and warm. I'm just really taking in the spring, even though my eyes are killing me. Thank goodness for Claritin D. But this week was just little pockets of doing this and doing that. But of course, I always whipped out my camera, whether it was on my phone or my vlogging camera, to get a little bit of my life this week in New York City. Hey girl, hey. So before I even tell you where I'm going right now, I have to catch you up on a few things. This week has been kind of weird. I haven't been able to vlog fully, so I just got a few snippets here and there. It's been pretty nice here in New York City, and a lot of times when it's nice, we think we want to go outside and go to a museum or, go someplace inside. But we decided to go to Prospect Park, which is Brooklyn's Central Park, and get on some hammock and just enjoy the weather for a little. We know that it would not be a Simply Kura vlog unless I showed you something that I ate this week, something that I ate out this week. This week we tried someplace new, just a diner. We used to be big diner people back in the day, but haven't been in quite a while. So we decided to try the diner again. Pretty nervous because I have turned away from diners, but this one was pretty good. And it was a diner we have never been to before. If you're looking for a diner with decent food, that you get your food quickly, you know how diners are, I would definitely recommend that one. Well, at least the food I got was pretty good. Then we ended up going uptown. If you are from New York, you know the trek from Brooklyn to Harlem is one that we don't like to do, even though it's really not that bad. But we went up to Harlem, we came across this really cool band. Forward a couple of days or a couple of days, fast forward a day or two. I don't know what was going on this week. I don't know when that was, what was happening. But then Jasmine, I told you guys Jasmine was having an event with John Hardy. Of course I had to support. I tell you guys all the time that she is impressing me. I would be remiss if I didn't show up to support my girl. I tell you guys, and I tell Jasmine this almost every time I see her, that I am so impressed by her. I told you guys, it must have seen it on my channel, that Jasmine was having an event with John Hardy. First of all, the jewelry is amazing. Second of all, she looks stunning as usual. I'm so impressed by her. So impressed by her. What I need to show you is Jasmine's outfits. Of course, she has these amazing shoes on. I think I showed you them before. This cute little vest thing that we talked about earlier in the week that she didn't know was going to come in, and it came in. She looks really cute. Let me show you her outfit. Yes. Shoes from Jeffrey Campbell?
Jeffrey Campbell.
Yes.
Last Fashion Week.
Yes, I remember.
The dish top that you shared.
Yes. Amazing. Let me see the jewels. That's why we're here. Beautiful. Oh, can I show you the glasses?
Yes.
So,
a gentle monster.
Come on. Beautiful. What was really cool is that Jasmine had her own curated little collection. You see it says Jasmine Picks. She got to pick out a few things that she liked, and of course I liked, because the woman has impeccable taste. So if you missed it or you couldn't attend, I'm positive that she will be having something else, even if it's not for John Hardy. She's just determined, and I love that for her. So next time when she has something, be sure to check it out. And now I am on the way to meet Jasmine yet again at Nordstrom, running extremely late. And of course, this traffic is holding me back. New York during 5 o'clock rush hour traffic is just a terrible, terrible idea. So hopefully I get there at a decent time. I, in fact, was not there at a decent time. I came in so late, had to walk past everybody, and how embarrassing. I missed the clothing. However, I did get to roam around and look at some of their cosmetics. If you are familiar with Carolina Herrera cosmetics, you know that they are very playful. I have accessories for their cosmetics. I have a lipstick that I got from London. If you watched that vlog, you saw that happen. And they have this beautiful red lip that they showed on a model, and it was absolutely stunning. They actually gave us some things to leave with, and I will be showing that to you in the next vlog. So I can never talk about Jasmine again. Remember last time I was talking about her bad because she was late? I was late. I mean, extremely late. I missed the clothes. I walked in like I owned the place. But was just late and bold and just wrong. But we came downstairs because Jasmine is looking for some shoes. I feel like Jasmine is always looking for shoes. So she got these two things, one from Schutz, one from, what is this? I'll show you. I just realized that I had this on the wrong setting the whole time. I really hope that I got some of that footage. Anyway, I was late. is always the hardest part of making my video, believe it or not. It's not really coming up with the concepts because we kind of have a thing going on here. The hardest part is always trying to find the best fabulous finds that are diverse in price and age and style. It's always so difficult. And as my style changes and as I want more quality, it just gets harder and harder. But anyway, here are this week's fabulous fashion finds. I thought that this top was so fun. The colors, the ruffles, the shape, everything that someone who is a maximalist, but like a feminine maximalist, would love. I wouldn't describe myself as a feminine maximalist, but I still like this. And I would probably still wear it on the right occasion. I like that she paired it, or they paired it with just some regular pants. They didn't overdress it, or they didn't overstyle it. Thought this was very interesting and different and fun. We're looking for things that are fun. Speaking of fun, this purse is exceptional. Everything kind of starts to look the same after a while, and I love the pleating and how it's folded. I even love the short handle. It's not an inexpensive purse by any means, but I think it's different and I love it. Speaking of purses, and this it kind of looks like the last purse, but like the same shape, but I love the Dragon Diffusion bag that I already own, and I was wondering if I should get a different color. If I do, it's not going to be black because I have so many black bags, but I love it in this white and I really love it in green. And the thing is, I need both, right? I don't need a green bag, but I want a bright bag. And it's summertime, spring, summer, and I need a white bag. So I haven't really decided which one I should get. I will not be buying more than two Dragon Diffusion bags. I already have one. I will only be getting one more. And then I showed you guys these before. These are from Quince. One on the left-hand side looks very similar to something that we've all seen before. It's also quality leather for a decent price. That's what Quince does, right? And then on the right, also the same thing. We know what this kind of resembles, but quality leather, a good price, and really what else can you ask for? You're gonna have to excuse me because as soon as it starts to get a little warm, I really start to look at vacation things. And this is giving me laid back vacation. I am in the Caribbean. I'm in the south of France. I am wearing linen from head to toe with a little scarf on my head, just chillaxing. So this is from Quince. It's very easy, very breezy. Definitely something I would wear to relax with on vacation. And then this, okay, you guys, okay, hear me out. This is called a bag seat. It is from a little small business. I'm talking about a lot of small businesses in this video today. But the bag seat is perfect for those people who don't want to hang their bag off of the table like I do sometimes. I sometimes feel like it stretches out the handles, but this is a little bag seat that you keep in your bag. Pop it open, put it on the floor, and you could put your bag right on it. I thought it was genius. I did buy one. Okay, I did buy one, and I thought it was a great idea. So now in my purse, I have my bag seat and I have my purse hook. I was looking for a nice pair of brown sneakers that weren't heavy and chunky and clunky. And I like this color brown. I do have a pair of Adidas, but I wanted something a little more slim and sleek, especially during the summer. Again, I'm not a huge sneaker person, but because of convenience and being comfortable and walking around the city, I do need sneakers. And I think the color and this style is perfect. And it goes so well with this color of the spring summer. This is from Amy Shehab, and I have this in black and gold, and I'm telling myself I don't need it in this yellow and gold, but it is fabulous. She originally had this yellow and silver, which was beautiful, but if you're not new here, you know I prefer gold, and it is on pre-order right now. So if it's still on pre-order when this video goes up and you like it, I could tell you and attest that the quality is absolutely fantastic. Also on her website, she has these statement earrings that I think are also gorgeous. Fabulous for the summer when you're not going to do much to your hair. You're just going to pull it back, put on a big pair of statement earrings and some sunglasses, and you are ready to go. Speaking of butter yellow, if the Amy Shehab one is too big for you or you don't want to spend that much, this one is also fabulous. It is oversized. It's the color of the season. It's in that same patent leather, and I think it's a great option. I do think they also have it in a different color. Then this last little bag I thought was adorable. It's again great for the spring summer. Comes in black and it comes in this beautiful brown color. I love the top handle. It is just like the perfect size to run around with, throw your things in, and like, yeah, you're out the door. So anyway, yeah, this was this week's fabulous fashion finds, just to see what's out there and what's different. If you know any small brands, clothing, accessories, anything like that, let me know. So 2 videos, we talked about how I will be talking more about health and beauty and makeup and wellness. And we talked about how we're going to be inserting it more into my videos. And I called it Everybody, but I didn't really explain why. I am such a believer in the fact that everyone has the right to feel beautiful. If you notice, I really try to give such a bevy of styles and different body types and different races, because I feel like it's important to see your own beauty, right? Whether it is your size or your race or your ethnicity. But I also feel that everyone, despite how I might feel, has the right to enjoy their own beauty, right? So something that I might not think is beautiful, you might, and something that you might feel is beautiful, I might not. I couldn't say that. So pretty much in this everybody section, and when we talk about it, I will be trying to show you different aspects for my life and what works for me. And you are more than welcome to tell us as a community what works for you. So this week's installment in Everybody, I have a new makeup technique I want to tell you about, a product that I absolutely love, a new product I'm excited to try, a new fragrance, a couple of new fragrances, and a new practice that I've been doing to keep me focused and centered. So I've heard about this makeup technique several times. I remember attending a NARS event many years ago, and they mentioned it, the makeup artist mentioned it. I've also heard Danessa Myricks talk about the same thing. And even more recently, this woman from TikTok who kind of reminded me again to try this technique. Pretty much what it is essentially just warming up your foundation and your concealer before you put it on. I have been looking at, influencers do makeup for years now, and they always just put the foundation directly on their face, or they pump it directly on the brush, and oftentimes it looks a bit heavy. I am not a person who likes heavy makeup. In fact, I feel more like myself. So when I was reminded of this little hack, I decided to try it again. And you guys, for me, it has made all the difference. I know that everybody is different and it might not work well for you. I have tried it and it is buildable and it covers everything. The thing is, I feel like we use so much product that it ends up creasing and it ends up caking. And I have really good products and I want them to look really good on my face. So the way that they have described it is either to put it on your hand, warm it up with a brush, or put it on your wrist and warm it up with a brush. Now, I do realize that it's also not everyone's goal to look natural. So if you like the thicker makeup look, this might not be for you, but I absolutely love it. I have to try this with my concealer because my concealer gets in my fine lines so easily. And I don't know why I haven't tried that, but that is in fact the next step. And then I wanted to try this Patrick Ta product for the summer, but I came across this small brand essentially does the same thing. I might still try the Patrick Ta, but if I can support a small business, I will always do that first. So this is by a brand called Dion Libra, and if you have watched the beginning of this video, you have seen the magic of this product. This is the only thing I have on in this video. No oil, no anything. I love to be nice and glistening and moisturized during the spring summer, and this definitely does that. Now, I have only worn this with sleeveless strapless tops, so I don't know if it transfers. It's really not much color, if I'm being honest. And then the other new win thing that I got, somebody peeped this last video, is this Memo fragrance, and my goodness, You guys saw me in the vlog when I was out shopping with Jasmine and Danielle, and I was smelling all these memo fragrances. I didn't get to smell all of them because my nose kind of started to fade out, but this one stood out to me and I knew I had to buy it. It's a white floral, so if you don't like white florals, it's not gonna love it, but it has so much jasmine in it. Egyptian jasmine, Indian jasmine, peach, tuberose, bergamot. Now, I will say, doesn't last as long as I would like it to be. Like, I smell it, but I smell it faintly. I like to be in a scent bubble, not overpowering anyone, but I like to smell myself, right? Like, it's great if you guys smell me, but I want to enjoy my fragrance too. So I don't know if I am spraying it wrong or if I need to layer it properly, which is also a possibility, but I think this is fabulous and I can't wait to look at some more memo fragrances. And then I wanted to talk about these two fragrances. One of us in our community, Kimberly, has a fragrance line and she wanted to send me some things, which is amazing because I will always support a small business when I can. And she sent me two fragrances, which is one of the best things you could send me because I love fragrance. So this one is called Artsy. It has apple, the middle notes are sparkling violet and marshmallow accord. Listen, if you are a person that loves marshmallow and smelling like a treat and a snack, this is it. And this other one named Diaspora or Diaspora, I've heard people pronounce that word two different ways, was actually featured in Essence. This is so sparkly to me and refreshing and it smells like spring and summer. It has Asian pear, and fresh rose apple, and a rosé champagne. Doesn't that just sound like a good spring summer time? So anyway, I will leave these in the description box. Go check it out. And then the product that I found that is new and I'm excited to try is this Sacred Restoration Hair and Edge Drops. I'm going to try to use it in my whole head. I'm going to take some before and after pictures, specifically in my edges. So I'll give you guys an update on if it works or not, or if you've had luck with this. I know this is not new. Let me know your thoughts. I used to journal every day back in the day and somehow fell off. And I've been looking for different journal prompts and, you know, trying to do that. I have a book that I showed you guys before, but a lot of times I am just trying to write everything out that's in my head just to get it out on paper. I am a creative person. Sometimes I just need to see a product of my thoughts. I don't know if that even makes sense. But journaling helps me think through things. Journaling is something that I've been doing for my mental well-being. I would love some suggestions for those of you who do journal, where you get your prompts from. I would love some more prompts. Anyway, guys, that is this installment of Everybody. So, are you a capsule wardrobe type of person? I didn't think that I was, but after, losing weight and still trying to lose weight and getting rid of everything, I realized that there are a few things that I just need to get me through while I finish this off and just to look decent and lovely and put together, right? How do you feel about shopping nowadays? Are you a person that just buys what makes you happy? Or are you a person that looks for quality? How do you feel about fragrance? I'm completely embarrassed to tell you how many fragrances I have. In fact, you probably will never know. Some things will go with me to my grave, but I love fragrance. I would love to talk about it a little more. Are there any more makeup products or body products that you are trying? I cannot wait to see what that hair serum does for me, if it does anything. What do you feel about all this going on? In my opinion, there's nothing better than a little glow during the spring and summer, but that's just me. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you in my next video.